Hi everyone. Hello. How's everybody doing? I'm doing well. Thanks for joining me today. So we're going to talk about understanding our limiting beliefs, what they are, and why they matter. Many people are unaware of the concept of limiting beliefs and how these deeply ingrained thoughts can negatively impact our lives. And this lack of awareness prevents us from recognizing and addressing the beliefs that hold us back from reaching our full potential. In this video, I aim to provide a clear and comprehensive introduction to limiting beliefs, explaining what they are, how they are formed, and the significant impact they have on our personal and professional lives. Welcome to another episode of We're Here for the Human Experience. And if you're new here, I'm Lisa. I am a certified life coach, Reiki master teacher, and my mission is to help people shift their perceptions, heal their traumas, open closed doors, and light the way to a more fulfilling life by connecting to your inner wisdom, recognizing our limiting beliefs. Your support in liking and sharing my podcast is appreciated and very important. Thank you. Thank you so much for liking, watching, sharing. You are an integral part in this community, and your contribution helps reach more people. So again, thank you very much. Our ability to heal mentally and physically can be enhanced by learning where we have beliefs and definitions about our mental and physical health. And we can release what holds us back. So we don't have to hold on to those thoughts, to those emotions. We can actually change our perception. We can also change how we feel about them. We have the ability to change our mind, right? I don't want an apple, I'm going to eat a banana, whatever, right? We have that ability to change our mind, and we do not have to stay in the definition that we have been given, and we do not have to stay with our limiting beliefs at all, which is awesome, which is really, really awesome. So have you ever felt stuck or unable to achieve your goals despite your best efforts? Who hasn't, right? Big one, losing weight. That's always usually a big one. To achieve our goals. So when we're feeling stuck, chances are it is our limiting beliefs. And I'm feeling a little tongue-tied apparently today. Our beliefs define our lives. And when we know what our beliefs are and how they affect our present and current life, we can begin by making sustainable changes, because we can't change what we don't know. So it's kind of back to the apple and banana or apple and oranges. If I'm just used to eating apples and then all of a sudden a banana comes in or an orange comes along, I've never tried them, but I'm like, I'm not going to eat that because I have a limiting belief of that I only eat apples. I'm probably missing out on a lot of good stuff. Vitamins and minerals and all that kind of fun stuff, especially with the fruits. So what are limiting beliefs ultimately? What are limiting beliefs? It is a subconscious thoughts or assumptions that constrain us in some way. And they prevent us from seeing possibilities beyond our self-imposed limitations. They create a wall. Limiting beliefs create a wall, and we just can't see. That's why I help people open the door or the window, so you can see your limiting beliefs and patterns. So we want to, let go of those and change our mind. So some common examples of limiting beliefs, and I know I've talked about this before in other videos, and it is so important. Limiting beliefs, understanding what our limiting beliefs are, what holds us back. It is like our foundation. It is where we can make positive changes in our lives. So, common examples: I'm not good enough. I will never be successful. I don't deserve happiness. I'm too old or I'm too young. Colonel Sanders, 64 when he did KFC. So we're never too old, never too young. And there are young kids becoming like major entrepreneurs. So you're never too young or too old. That's an excuse and a limiting belief. I don't deserve it. Money is the root of all evil. That's just not true. Money is a tool that we use here. Money is not evil. Some people who use it potentially are, depending on our definition and our belief system. But money definitely inherently is not evil. It's just a tool that we use. I have everything. I have to do everything myself is another limiting belief. Success will make me lose friends. Maybe, maybe not. I'm too introverted or too extroverted to be successful. I'm too much or I'm too little. None of these are true, right? We have the ability to change our mind. And it's not the right time. We're waiting for that perfect time. I'll be happy when. I'll do this when. I can do it when I've made the money, got rid of the weight, moved into a new home, got a new job, whatever it is, right? Those are limiting beliefs that hold us back. And once we can get into them and understand that that's what it is, then once we know that, we can actually change it. Like I say, we can totally change our mind and we can change the emotions around it. Because if I'm saying I don't deserve happiness, there is an emotion, there is some probably trauma there that has told me that I don't deserve to be happy. Whether that's real or imagined, because sometimes when, as children, we perceive things as a child experiences, child mind. So I might get something and think, oh, I don't deserve to be happy. Or my parents have said something that makes me think I don't deserve to be happy. And so that just kind of starts that limiting belief. And so then the universe is going to show me more things that tell me that I don't deserve to be happy. Because we have a momentum with them, when we have energy with them. And we believe that it is a definition. It's a belief of who we are. We can change our minds, and that is so exciting. So I just want to say, so holding these beliefs create a subconscious barrier leading to burnout and an inability to delegate or seek help. We can also hold a fear, which is also a limiting belief. We want to find out what that fear is, that achieving success will alienate our current social circles. And we also use personality traits as limiting factors to achieving our goals, and previous failures create a belief that future attempts will fail as well. I got to go back to the science experiment. If we're failing, that's giving us information, right? What can I learn about why my volcano did not spew when I added in the ingredients? Right? Life is that. So we want to embrace our failures, which are not horrible at all, although they seem very devastating at the moment. Without a doubt, our emotions are real. But it's that, can I take it and go, okay, well, what did I learn from it? Yes, that was a crappy part. But what can I learn from this? And what can I do better? How can I mix the baking soda and the vinegar to get my volcano in the science experiment? So we want to just be mindful of how we're feeling and what we're thinking about ourselves. Our narrative is really important. So how do limiting beliefs start? They are formed typically from our childhood experiences, societal norms, or past failures influenced by our parents, teachers, and early experiences. That's where they come from. However, we can develop them in later life. We can develop them at any point in our time. But usually the ones that are brought in when we are children, they have a lot more momentum with them and a lot more energy with them. So we tend to drag them into every situation in our lives until we realize, wait a minute. I don't need to drag that with me anymore. I can change my mind and I don't have to bring it along. It's also part of our environment. So cultural norms and values, right? Everything influences our beliefs and definitions. It's how we, I'm going to say hold on to them, integrate them into our lives. We can start unintegrating. I don't know, is that a word? Unintegrating? So cultural norms and values. Cultural norms will dictate what is considered acceptable or successful, influencing our beliefs about self-worth and our capabilities. So, for example, academic achievement, right, may instill a belief that only high grades are of value. Only a piece of paper is of value, right? There's some beliefs that. And I have met people who are very high achievers in the academic world, and if they're not doing the best that they possibly can, they feel like failures. They feel like they're letting their parents down, their spouses down, and it's about the value. And chances are that was instilled in them when they were younger. Traditions and practices, cultural traditions and practices can limit beliefs by prescribing specific roles and behaviors to people. For instance, a generational role of men and women. I'm not going to get into that, but there are some, especially when we were younger, right? Collective identity, cultural identity, including ethnicity, nationality, can shape beliefs about one can achieve. For example, someone might internalize societal bases that suggest that they maybe are less capable. We have so many things going on in our head, so that's why we need to figure out what our limiting beliefs are and transmute them and change our mind and change our emotions so that we can actually achieve what we want in our life. And whether that is working into our passions, something that we always dreamed about, desires, it's about looking at those limiting beliefs. Societal expectations, another one. Society imposes expectations through media, education, community standards, influencing what individuals believe they can achieve. And media often portrays idealized versions of success, which can create unrealistic standards. We know those. Peer pressure, social circles, peer groups, reinforce belief through our attitudes and behaviors. You're not good enough, you can't hang out with us, whatever the peer, whatever. There are some things within that peer pressure, which creates our limiting beliefs and also start to define who we think we are. Socioeconomic status, how much money we have, right? Backgrounds, we might feel that if we don't have enough money growing up or we didn't have enough, the chances are we probably aren't going to be able to have the life we want. Not true. Not true at all, because if you believe that you can't have the life that you want because you were poor when you were growing up, then that's a limiting belief and you're defining your life as that. You don't have to. You can totally change it. Personal experiences, so early childhood experiences, parental feedback, school experiences significantly shape our self-beliefs, especially as children. Positive reinforcement can, of course, build that confidence, and negative, of course, brings down and instills limiting beliefs. Trauma and negative experiences, traumatic events or repeated failures can lead to beliefs that one is incapable or unworthy of success. And these experiences, the more that we have them, they have that momentum because we have a belief and a definition of them. So life will just keep giving us that. But when we start to realize that we have this pattern and this belief system and the definition, defining how we think we are, then that can totally change, right? So these experiences reinforce that and that momentum. Plus then the energy comes in, or emotions of it. Also, the emotions and the thoughts all tie together. Successes and failures, personal achievements and setbacks shape our belief about one's ability. Consistent success builds confidence and more forward momentum, while repeated failures can erode confidence and create that limiting belief. Relationships. Interaction with family, friends, and partners influence that self-perception. Define who we think we are. When you start looking at your limiting beliefs and when you start asking who you are and what you value and what you like and what you don't like, it really sorts things out and gives you that better perspective of who you are, not by what everybody else has told you who they think you are, because they're only viewing it through their lens, their experiences. An example, and this for myself, as a kid, grade 1, grade 2, we have to go up to the board and write down, we had blackboards. So we had to go up to the board and write on the board math questions. Math stresses me out because I couldn't do it in my head. And then you stand me up in front of the classroom and you want me to stand there. And now kids are laughing. I don't know what the answer is. And I am in frozen state with my arm and a piece of chalk, traumatic experience. So I was led to believe that because I couldn't do it in my head and I couldn't figure it out on the board, that I was stupid and not good at math. It took me a long time to figure out that I still don't do it really in my head. However, I do understand it, and I am better at it. And I had to change. I had to go to like grade 1 in that memory and go, wait a minute. Just because I couldn't do it in my head doesn't mean that I don't understand math and that I can't do math. Of course I can. But as a kid, that energy stuck with me until I went, what is going on? I need to figure out what my math issue is, because it just would stress me out, even as an adult. And it's like, this is nutty. And so then it was like, oh, there it is, right back to grade 1 when I had to stand in front of the class at the chalkboard trying to figure out what the answer was. And that carried on through anytime I had to go up to the blackboard. It didn't matter. Or if somebody, if the teacher called on me. So there is that, because it's like, are you stupid? I guess I must be, because I don't know the answer. So, okay, I'm stupid. I can't figure this out. And then we move on. But of course, that energy is held within us. And it creates that momentum and that belief system. And then it's like, wait a minute. As an adult, I'm like, wait, I don't have to. No, I can change my mind, and I can change how I believe about math, which I did, and much better, and I do not get stressed out anymore. So that's how we can change our mind. That's just one example. I've had many different examples. I've seen clients do it, that inner awareness of, wait a minute, I don't have to think. I can think about it totally different. Yes. So why limiting beliefs matter? It impacts our life, like I say, in the being up at the chalkboard with the teacher asking me questions that I can't answer because I'm in the freeze mode and I think I'm a dummy. So it impacts our lives well into adulthood. So it holds us back from clearly having trouble walking. I'm not even walking. Talking. So limiting beliefs, it impacts our lives by holding us back on pursuing our dreams, limiting our potential, and prevents us from taking risks. Been there, done that. And I see many people do that. And it's not to blame, it's not to shame, it's never about judgment. It is about that awareness of, I have this limiting belief that I need to get to the root of so that I can kick it to the curb and move forward in my life and not have this dragging around, blocking me in what I want to do in my life. Psychological effects as well, what happens, why limiting beliefs matter. It reduces, it's like about our self-esteem, it's increased self-doubt, it's a lack of confidence, adding to that belief momentum and the energy of it. So we have the ability, like I say, to change our minds, and we are here for that human experience. So look at your beliefs and definitions that stop you from reaching your goals. What excuses are you repeating or reiterating over and over? That's your clue. So to recap, in summary, limiting beliefs are deeply influenced by the interplay of culture, society, personal experiences, cultural norms and traditions, societal expectations, pressures, individual life events collectively shape our self-perceptions and our capabilities. So does limiting belief matter? It sure does. And we want to get to the root of that limiting belief. Just like it bounced me, my memory went back to grade 1 when I first had that experience of fight, flight, or freeze, and I can't leave because I'm in class. And I rode a bus and I couldn't go. So all those things there. So it is that energy. It is that definition. It shapes our life. So by understanding these influences, we can better identify and challenge our limiting beliefs. I love to challenge my limiting beliefs. What can I change now? What can I change tomorrow? And it's paving the way for our personal growth and our achievement of our true potential. Not just listening to the definitions and beliefs of everybody else. Let's create our own. Let's create new beliefs about ourselves. So I encourage you guys to reflect on your own limiting beliefs. If you want to share them in the comments or send me a direct message, please do. Thanks for watching the video. We're going to dive into practical techniques next show to break them down more. So what beliefs are holding you back? Ask yourself. Your narrative is telling you. Your narrative is telling you. So please, viewers, like, comment, and subscribe. I also share this on YouTube. Tag a friend if you find this helpful, because they may find it helpful as well. Please share any thoughts and limiting beliefs in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And like I say, stay tuned for the next episode, August 20th at 3 p.m., where we will explore powerful techniques to identify our limiting beliefs and start the journey towards overcoming them. Thanks again, everyone. Thanks for joining me as we navigate the matrix of our mind, body, and spirit. Take care and see you August 20th. You can also check out my website, lisahydelifecoach.com. And I have a free download on there when you sign up, and other free resources as well. Bye, everyone. See ya.